Good morning, Misfits. It is Freedom Friday on The Daily Breakdown. I am your host, Zack Bonfilio, aka The Misfit Patriot. Let's say hello to, say hello to the frog in my throat. And everybody in the chat, we got Roadrunner513, Crazy, Moan, McGroin, Great Guy, Gary, Winky Winky, Nod Nod, Bumba, EO Cox, Cox, Hollywood, and on the edge, Road's Head. There's my girl, Shayla. All right. First of all, I'm in a lot of pain because I thought I could do something that I shouldn't have done. And I told you guys yesterday, I was like, oh, I'm going to go unload a bunch of tile. That was stupid. Yeah, it was like 1,000 pounds. And yeah, so now my back hurts and my hip feels like it's out of place. So, and I slept like shit, barely slept at all. So this is going to be a fun show. I'm going to be loopy, extra ADD. It'll be super fun. Is it too early at 41 to get a hip replacement? And it's like, I understand that there's other ways to treat it. Like I could do physical therapy or stretching, but I hear that if you get your hip replaced, you'll probably die soon after. And I think that I'd be okay with that because yeah. Guess this is happening today. No. No winners. There's going to be a debate between Andrew Wilson and Candace Owens. Why? Like, no, take away the money. He's paying her 300 grand, but why? Why? Like, why? What is the point? You know, like the debate me bro culture. I've debated Andrew 3 times. I like Andrew, but you know, what these people do is not debates. It's not like most of them are not like good faith debates where it's between two intellectuals that are trying to get the perspective of the other person and add to the public discourse. It's a fucking show. It's a show. It's like Jerry Springer. It's a show. It's not a debate. It's a show. You're doing it for an audience. There's no real like winner. I mean, the winner is whoever the people watching like more. So Candace Owens' followers are going to say she won. Andrew Wilson's followers are going to say he won. And I was like, okay. I mean, obviously Andrew's going to, quote, win because he's smarter than her, but so is my dog. It's Candace Owens. She's retarded. Like, why are we debating retarded people? Like, that's the problem. It's like, why are you, why are we doing this? We'll get to that. Also, we do the news. I guess. I mean, some people don't think I do, but inside joke. So on the Daily Breakdown, I go on the internet, I type in the word news, get back with that castle flex. You know what? You got a point there on the edge. I should be rocking the castle flex, but I'll probably just go lie down and wait for my pills to kick in. Um, so on the Daily Breakdown, I go on the internet, I type in the word news, whatever pops up, we break it down, hence the name, The Daily Breakdown. So, first story from NPR, new aircraft carrier. I'm telling you guys, I'm going to be so out of it today. New aircraft carrier heads towards Mid-East after reports of issues on long-deployed USS Lincoln. Okay, that's a lot of words. So the new aircraft carrier, the Pacific-based aircraft carrier, the USS George Washington, had begun heading towards the Middle East, as reports have emerged of a mental health and supply issues aboard the long-deployed USS Abraham Lincoln. Mental health and supply issues. I mean, I guess if you're on a boat, like you're like trapped in a boat, I can imagine that would be taxing on your mental health. The Lincoln has been supporting the U.S. war against Iran, and its deployment has included a record-setting uninterrupted time at sea of 260 days on a boat. Yeah, I'd go crazy too. I would definitely go crazy. Several Democratic lawmakers are pressing for accountability from the Pentagon. Oh, Jesus, they're in the military. Jeez. I swear to, like, I guess we'll do it again on TDS Tuesday. It's like anything they can bitch about. You know that the people on the boat have been on the boat a long time? Yes, yes, I know, it's a war. It's not supposed to be comfortable. That's why we give them free college. Why don't you pay them more, by the way? You know, make that law. Extend Extended deployments of carriers during the Iran conflict have raised concerns about the impact on service members who are away from home for long periods, as well as, again, they're in the military. It's okay. While renewed hostilities between the U.S. and Iran, it's just like, all right, hold on. This is like being like, you know, but firefighters, they have to deal with those fires all the time. It's like, dude, tough job. I know they signed up for it. It's like, oh, really concerned about all the fire around the firefighters or like the crime around policemen. They're in the military. Jeez. Like, what are we doing? Soft people. So essentially, this story is about how a big boat is heading to the Middle East and people on the other boat are going stir crazy. Cool. All right, let's get to this. This one's a big story. What happens if Luigi Mangione pleads guilty today? Apparently, there is a last minute, like, some type of thing between his lawyers and the DOJ where they might be offering a plea deal, et cetera, et cetera. We'll read this, and then the guy from TMZ, he broke it down pretty good. But the case of Luigi Mangione, who's accused of killing United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson, this is from the BBC, by the way, is back in the spotlight. His lawyers are preparing to meet federal prosecutors on Friday, today, for a potential plea agreement. I really did not sleep. According to reports in the U.S. media, Mangione faces 2 federal charges of stalking resulting in death, each carrying a maximum sentence of life in prison. It was not immediately clear which charges are under discussion. He also faces a separate state trial over Thompson's death. He pleaded not guilty to all charges. Okay, so I got this thing pulled up here. It's a bit long, but what's this guy's name? Harry Levin, I think. He breaks it down, and I was watching it yesterday, and it's like there's a. I don't know if this is true or if he's being sensational, but there's like a weird like double jeopardy thing. So like, let me know what you guys think if there's any like armchair lawyers in the chat.
There is a major development in the Luigi Mangione case. We have learned that Luigi's legal team is in serious negotiations with the feds in connection with the murder of Brian Thompson. And this is going to have major implications in the event a plea deal is reached. So here's what we know, that they are talking. The feds are talking to Luigi's legal team about a plea. We are told that the plea would probably involve a guilty plea to murder, but it would be an open plea, meaning that there wouldn't be a sentencing recommendation, but it would be left up to the judge. That's what we're being told. If that happens, then during a sentencing hearing, Luigi could present mitigating factors. And the mitigating factors would be things he couldn't bring up if there were a federal trial. You can't bring up the emotional disturbance argument in a federal trial. You could in state, but not in federal. But in sentencing, Luigi could get into his feelings about healthcare, his feelings about corporate greed, and how it led perhaps to an altered state that led him to commit the crime.
Okay. I'm not going to play that whole thing because you're annoying. Look, I don't know if this guy is just talking out of his ass or not because, I mean, according to the reporting, they don't even really know what they're going to be talking to him about. It says right here, it's not immediately clear which charges are under discussion. So what the TMZ guy was talking about, like, after that is like something to do with like double jeopardy. I don't think that the DOJ is going to offer Mangione a deal where they are well aware, if the TMZ guy is aware that there could be like a double jeopardy and he could get off scot free. I think that the prosecutors, the DOJ, are not going to offer him that. So essentially, what we should do is just fucking wait until they tell us what happened. But um, I think that any deal where he doesn't spend life in prison, like point blank period, would be absolutely ridiculous. I mean, sure, you can take the death penalty off the table. I don't even know if they have the death penalty in. Is it because he was in New York, right? I don't think they have the death penalty. So I don't know what this deal is going to be about, but Harry Levin thinks that he knows, and we'll see if he's right or if he's talking out of his ass. So that's on the screen now on the TV. That's why I keep looking over there. It says Mangione attends a last-minute conference. So this is all developing. So who knows? All right. Next story. CNBC Daily Open Washington Titan. What the hell? Washington Titans squeeze on the Iranian economy. Yeah. Yeah, well, at least they're not covered in oil. If you guys are listening on audio, there's a image of, it looks like some Iranian children like in the ocean near some oil tankers. I don't know what the hell is going on here. But Iran's the squeezing of Iran's economy is probably the best strategy that Trump has. It's why we have the blockade instead of like a incursion or like the other idiots that have tried to do war in the Middle East before. Trump's just like, I got a boat. It's bigger than your boat. I blew up all your boats, and I'm gonna sweat you out because if you can't get oil, you can't pay for stuff, and if you can't pay for stuff, then you're screwed. So that's essentially what's going on with Trump's strategy. I love it how people are just losing their mind over this quote war when it's really just some boats like near some other boats. It's not like Iraq where it's like what it's not like boots on the ground. And I don't want boots on the ground. I don't want the war to be prolonged. I said I would give it 6 months. It's been about that, I think, a little more. And I think Trump needs to wrap it up. And you guys know how I feel about that. It's probably bombs away or get the fuck out of there. But we'll see what happens. As long as no soldiers are dying, I guess I'm okay with it. No job today. I'm definitely not going to work today. I was going to go to work, and then I woke up and I went, ow. And I took my back pills, which are kicking in, which is why I look freaking loopy. Is it gabapentin? I don't take narcotics, but got two junkie brothers. I don't touch narcotics, but those gabapentin, they do hit you. All right. Okay, let's get to, let's see, anything else? Okay, let's get to this story. And I'm going to wrap it up a little early today, guys, because like I said, I'm hurting. But apparently, there is a debate. Actually, I meant to go over to Andrew Wilson's page too. Apparently, there is a debate. I think it's coming up this morning between Candace and Andrew, right? This is the video he posted.
Well, I'm off for the debate tomorrow. Should be awesome for me. It'll at least be awesome for me. What do you guys say we win this thing once and for all?
Yeah, but you didn't. You didn't win, Andrew, because you paid her 300 grand. It's like she won. She already won. She won the debate. She got you to fly to her and give her $300,000 of your own money. You lost. Like, I mean, you might win the talking part, but you lost. I mean, she basically played you. I mean, this is what Candace did. She became so sensational. She became such a like a polarizing figure that she made it so that you needed to talk to her. Why? Again, why? Like, who cares what she's saying? This is the problem. I said this months ago. I go, you don't need to talk about Candace anymore. She's like Britney Spears dancing in her kitchen with knives. It's this makes no sense. Like, what's going to happen today? What do we think anyone is going to get out of this quote debate, right? Is anyone going to be like convinced? Is anyone going to be like, oh, actually, she made good points? Like, no. Anybody that's pro Candace is a psycho, right? It's basically they're in a cult. And anybody else, they're normal people. Like, they're going to see the guy who debates OnlyFans girls debating Candace Owens. It's like, I mean, she's the most expensive OnlyFans girl you've debated, pretty much. Like, that's all that's going to happen today. And I'm not saying that I'm not going to watch it. I'm not saying that it's not going to be entertaining. I'm saying that why are we embracing debate me bro culture and these Pierce Morgan style food fights and everything? Because it's like, is it really helping? I don't think it is. I think that we are becoming cartoonish, right? Like, we're becoming cartoonish. Where it's like the movie Idiocracy. This makes no sense. If you want to debate somebody who's intelligent or somebody who's like, I don't know, got a different opinion about the Tyler Robinson thing, like, fine. You're debating a conspiracy retard. It's wild. All right, so that's his post. Let's see. This was on Joe Rogan, and this is pretty much what I was just saying, right? Now, mind you, Andrew was just on Joe Rogan last week, and Andrew told Joe Rogan Candace Owens is crazy, and here's why. He actually laid it out pretty good. All right. Less than a week later, this is Joe Rogan.
Respect for the furries.
Yeah, but then they shoot the president.
Nah, I don't know if they
Wasn't
did.
that guy a furry?
No, he loved a furry.
Oh, he loved a furry. Sorry.
Yeah, but I'm not even sure if that's true.
All right.
The more time goes on, the more I'm leaning towards Candace Owens.
What?
Wait, whoa.
She's got some very interesting theories about it. Look at that. I don't think any story that you hear in the news is accurate. I think there's
could
always
be none or spin on it at least.
There's always some spin.
But the public
and so
believes
whatever
it.
the spin is, whatever the spin is about Tyler Robinson, there's some bullshit to it. I don't know how much of it is bullshit, but there's some bullshit. And one of the more recent bullshits is they found a photo that they were saying was Tyler Robinson, but then people noticed that the because he's real thin, people noticed that the cars in the background, the proportions were distorted. And then they realized that what they had done was taken a guy
Who's they? This is the problem. Joe Rogan's an idiot, right? He's saying they. He's like, what they had done. They released a photo. They did this. Who? The FBI? Like, who? That photo that's going around the internet, it's like AI and it's like altered. It's so stupid that this is what I'm talking about. Why are we, the more you like validate Candace Owens, the more this guy is like, well, yeah, I mean, obviously she got some interesting ideas. They don't care about facts. They care about interesting things. They care about it's like a guilty pleasure that they're engaging in. But they also don't want to acknowledge facts because just like the left, who will, like say that there is 36 genders and they want to cut your healthy kids' genitals off, they can't acknowledge facts either. Why? Because if they did, they'd hate themselves. You have people on the left who are essentially mutilating children, right? They're giving chemical castration drugs to minors. They're saying that there's like, all these, they're putting men and women's sports and they're, breaking faces. If somebody on the left had to actually acknowledge that that is wrong, it would mean that they engaged in it, they participated in it, they promoted it, and they would have to look at themselves in the mirror. So they deny facts so that they can do that. They can't brush their teeth if they tell the truth. That's Candace Owens and her followers too. That's conspiracy theorists, right? If you had to acknowledge that you participated in the public just lynch mobbing of a grieving widow of Charlie Kirk, and you went around and you tried to advocate the innocence of a cold-blooded murderer, How you gonna brush your teeth? You can't. You'd have to look in the mirror and go, holy shit, I am an evil person. That's why. It's the same mentality. It's the exact same mentality. The conspiratards on the woke right and the crazy people on the woke left, they all engage in the same exact mentality. So when you elevate people like AOC on the left, you get more AOC. When you elevate people like Candace Owens on the right, you get more Candace Owens. Now you might come out and say, oh, I'm actually challenging her. Yeah, are you? I mean, again, whose mind's going to be changed? Anybody who watches this debate today or replay, whatever, I don't think you're going to learn any new information from either party. I think that you're just going to see a food fight. You're going to see drama. You're going to see Andrew do exactly what he does with OnlyFans girls. He's smarter than Candace, obviously, right? He's smarter than most of the people he debates, right? So what he does is he just uses the Socratic method and, wordplay and a couple other things to make the person sitting across from him look stupid. That's a show. That's not a debate. If you want to have a debate is the healthy discussion of ideas. This is not healthy. This is not a discussion of ideas. This is two grifters. I mean, I don't know if Andrew's necessarily a grifter, but kind of talking to each other. So for your entertainment. So you might as well just turn on Jerry Springer. But I mean, like, what is he up to? He's actually raising money for himself to pay himself back for the $300,000 that he's giving Candace Owens. So you're paying Candace Owens if you donate to Andrew. Why? 68,000. It's almost 69. There you go. I just think the whole thing's stupid. I mean, I might watch it. I might not. I might just wait for the clips, but we got to start doing better. We're literally we're devolving into this like if you've never seen the movie Idiocracy, it's pretty much the same thing. Yeah, see, hot take. Candace Owens already won the debate. I just don't understand why people don't see the similarities between, like, giving Shiloh Hendricks, that blonde chick who called the little black kid the hard R, you give her money, okay, for being an awful person, and then you have people like Chud the Builder who go around and try to imitate it. They try to recreate it, right? You are going to send a message that if you are evil and awful and extra super conspiratorial, maybe somebody will give you more than $250,000 to sit in a room and talk for an hour. It's crazy. Like, I wouldn't have been as upset if they both did it for free, but the giving her this money is like, it's just like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Get ready for every conspiratard in Podcastistan to turn it up to 11, hoping one day some of them will offer a fat-ass check to prove their unprovable theory. That's the thing. How do you debate somebody who's a conspiracy theorist? They're theorizing. You're not like, Andrew's going to go, what's your evidence? And she's going to go, I feel it. Oh, okay. This is going to be silly. I probably will watch it. All right. Damn. I talked really fast, and I got through pretty much everything that I wanted to in about 26 minutes. So let's see here. What else do we got for news stories? White House exposes transshipment scam costing the U.S. up to $26 billion, points the finger at China. Concerns are growing that foreign exporters are routing goods through third countries to evade U.S. tariffs. Yeah, that would make sense. As well as China, Panama, Mexico, Colombia. Transshipment can involve routing goods through an intermediary country before they enter the United States under a different country of origin, potentially qualifying for lower tariffs. Yeah, duh. They're definitely going to do that. They're definitely doing it. Yeah, China's getting hit hard. This is the thing. Some people aren't, like a fan of tariffs. I am, because tariffs hurt China. Tariffs are like, everyone's like, oh, it's a tax. No, it isn't. It doesn't. Shut up. I understand that you heard a talking point and you think that you understand, but no. Tariffs don't necessarily roll over onto the consumer. But it does create a demand for, like, creating a local business, like doing, if you get your t, let's say you have a t-shirt company and you get your t-shirts from China and they're, I don't know, $7, right? And you want to sell them for $22 or whatever. And then you got to do the print and blah, blah, blah. And your margin is now, I don't know, like $9, $8, whatever. Doesn't matter. In order to buy American and do that whole business out of America, you might have to pay an extra $5, and then you would charge an extra $5 to your customer. That's what people think, that the consumer, that's what people mean when they say it's rolled over onto the consumer. But if you create enough t-shirt companies in America, the t-shirts get cheaper. So you can take the temporary hit. You don't have to pass it on to your customer. And if everybody did that, we would have cheap goods in the US, supply, demand, etc. So it's like a half truth that it's not a tax. It's like an added cost of doing business if you want to go and buy cheap garbage from a sweatshop in China where they have suicide nets wrapped around the building so people don't kill themselves. Cool, but don't bitch at me. Like, don't tell me that you want to do that because it's cheaper. Because I'm gonna look at you and go, haha, you're an asshole. It's like the cobalt in your phone. It's like, do you know that there's kids that go, dig this out of the freaking side of a mountain with their bare hands? I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. We should be promoting American-made products, and we shouldn't be bitching about tariffs, because tariffs only hurt the other country if we don't do business with them, which we shouldn't. All right. Late getting the, where, hold on. Sorry, had to scroll down. Wiggy wiggy nod nod. Getting McGroin. Hey y'all, late to the party but made it. That's cool. I'm basically not here. I am in an excruciating amount of pain. And I'm gonna wrap it up early today. We're gonna probably just cut it here. So I'm gonna do some shout outs. I am going to lie down for the foreseeable future, and I will see you guys whenever. I gotta go install a door tomorrow, so I do gotta rest up. I can't be falling back on work like that. Alrighty. Yeah, you got Sean coming up in about a half hour. It's gonna be his last show on LFA, so make sure you go over there and say what's up to him. Like I said, I mean, me and LFA didn't end on the best terms, but I love Sean, and I really got nothing against Jeremy too. Except for the fact that he's a dick. But anyway, all right. I'm rambling. Okay. Actually seem less ADD today. Yeah, probably because I'm so chill. Maybe that's it. Okay. Thank you, Bumba. Okay, so we got Bumba, EO Cox, Hollywood, Getting McGroin, On the Edge, Crazy Mo McGroin, Emerald Sonic, Rick Guy Gary, Don MC, 1976, Wiki Wiki Nod Nod, Carl Benji, and I think that'll do it. All right, boys and girls, sorry about the short show today, but I will see you on Monday for Maha Monday. I will try to rest up, so I am Maha for Monday, and yeah, all right, have a good weekend. See you later.